Hey guys, welcome back to The Success. Today, we're going to be showing you some of the most embarrassingly bad Shark Tank pitches. Let's get stuck in. In at number 5, we have the vest packs. When Arthur Greyer and Michael Woolley walked into the tank seeking $50,000 for 10% of their children's backpack alternative company, Vest Packs, the only thing going for them was a couple of cute little kids modelling the product. Woolley's daughter invented the product when she was 12, and he made a licensing deal with Greyer in 2013, landing the product in 75 Walmart stores. The annual sales of $10,000 were anemic, especially with the context of being in Walmart, but the Sharks were intrigued by the story of Woolley's daughter, who won an entrepreneurship competition and even made it onto Oprah Winfrey's talk show. The catch? All that happened in 2003, and Woolley's daughter was now 27. The investors exploded in laughter at the revelation, and needless to say, the guys did not get a deal.
This is a sad case, quite honestly. No offense to either of you. The right product, but the wrong entrepreneurs. I'm out.
In at number 4, it's the Bedrider. Bedrider chief marketer George Conway asked the Sharks for $200,000 in exchange for 15% equity in his company, which makes safety seats for the back of pickup trucks. To Conway's credit, he's a great salesman, and he was very animated and fun as he demonstrated the product on the pickup, but his answers to the investors' most important questions left them shaking their heads. For example, when Laurie Greener asked him if it had undergone crash testing, Conway replied, "Honestly, yes, I've done my own, by accident." The Sharks liked Conway as a person, but the myriad of things that could go wrong with the deal caused them all to back out. "When you leave the tank, I want you to take that truck and drive it off a cliff," Kevin O'Leary told him.
One of the biggest advantages of the Bedrider is that once it's installed, it only takes seconds to completely remove it, leaving nothing in the bed of your truck.
Up next, it's Tycoon Real Estate. Unfortunately for Tycoon Real Estate founder and CEO Aaron McDaniel, the Sharks not only hated the product idea, but some of them hated the actual person behind it. McDaniel pitched his real estate crowdfunding service as a way for average people to invest in real estate. He failed to convince the Sharks that it was a safe model and that he was someone to be trusted with money. Mark Cuban yelled that the idea was scammy. Barbara Corcoran thought it was spooky. And O'Leary, who was actually interested in making a deal, asked McDaniel if he had a criminal record. In the same way Shark Tank can make a company, it can break one too.
For as little as $1,000.
I hate it. I'm out.
Wow.
Up next, we have Gato Cafe. Now, Shark Tank is not the place to ask for money to fund a hypothetical business. Adriana Montano asked the Sharks for $100,000 for 15% of her company, Gato Cafe, a cafe where patrons would pay an admission fee and hang out with rescue cats while sipping a latte. If they liked a particular cat, they could adopt one. Montano was able to persuade them that the idea wasn't wildly far-fetched, since there are already successful cat cafes out there. But when the investors asked her why they shouldn't just take $100,000 and open their own line of cat cafes instead, she couldn't defend herself as being a valuable partner. They all in the end passed, and Guest Shark and GoPro founder and CEO Nick Woodman recommended she take out a loan and try opening one of her own. And lastly, we have Chimera. There is a major difference between being an inventor and an entrepreneur, and Chimera creator Jason Woods did not prove himself to be the latter. Woods asked the Sharks for $250,000 for 20% of his electric bodyboard company. The investors found the invention pretty cool, but when the sales pitch went on too long, they realised he hadn't actually said anything about a business plan. It turns out that in the previous 10 years, Woods had invested $130,000 of his own money and come up with only a prototype. He had no customers and no patent. After trying to explain that he was finally ready to take it to the next level, Cuban told him he was full of crap, and Damon John told him it was the worst pitch he'd ever seen on the show. Suffice to say, Woods didn't get a deal.
I know with the right partners, Chimera's positioned to be the biggest hit water sports has ever seen. So, Sharks, which one of you is ready to get your fins wet?